from 6 faculties of SRM Institute of Science and Technology have gathered here, united in upholding the enduring values of freedom, democracy, and constitutional spirit. This historic event is being held under the visionary leadership of our founder Chancellor, Thiru Dr. T.R. Paarivendhar, former Member of Parliament, and is further honored by the august presence of our chief guest, His Excellency Thiru R.N. Ravi Avargal, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu. To mark the solemnity of the occasion, may I request everyone to remain standing for the national anthem, followed by the Tamil Thai Varthu. And also keep standing for the following Vande Mataram song.
Janaganamana Adinayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Banga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchchala Jaladhi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage Tava Shubha Ashisha Mange Gahe Tava Jaya Gata Janagana Mangala Dayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Jaya He Jaya He Jaya He Jaya 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 He Neerarum Kadaludutta Nilamadandai Kelilolugum Seerarum Vadanamena Tigal Parada Kandamidil Tekkanamum Madisiranda Dravidanal Tirunadum Takkasiru Pirai Nudalum Daritanarum Tilagamume Attilaga Vasanai Polanai Tulagum Inbamura Yettisayum Pugal Manakka Iranda Perun Tamiழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திரும்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
India's national song, a powerful anthem of patriotism composed by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee in 1875, symbolizing devotion to the motherhood and becoming a rallying cry for the independence movement, with its first public singing by Rabindranath Tagore in 1896 and now sung by the students of SRM Institute of Science and Technology.
Sir
humbly request everyone to be comfortable in your seats, and a great thank you to all the choristers of SRM Institute of Science and Technology. I now humbly request our Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Thiru R.N. Ravi avargal, to light the Kuthu Vilakku as an act inaugurating today's conclave, and also will be joined by our Honorable Founder Chancellor of SRM IST and other dignitaries. Sir, please. Now to start with by Chancellor Dr. T.R. Paarivendhar, sir. Followed by Dr. C. Muthamizhelvan, sir, the Vice Chancellor, Honorable Vice Chancellor of SRM Institute of Science and Technology. Vice Chancellor is Dr. Nitin M. Naharkar, Co-Vice Chancellor of Medical Health Science and SRM Institute of Science and Technology. Following him, we have Dr. A. Vinay Kumar, Co-Vice Chancellor of SRM Institute of Science and Technology. Thank you, esteemed dignitaries. To formally welcome this distinguished gathering, I now invite Professor C. Muthamizhelvan, Vice Chancellor of SRM Institute of Science and Technology, to deliver the welcome address.
Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, respected Founder Chancellor, esteemed colleagues on the dais, off the dais, my dear students and distinguished guests. Today marks a moment of deep national significance and institutional pride. We gather to commemorate 75 years of the Indian Republic and to inaugurate the newly built Vendhar Museum Phase 2, dedicated to the Constitution of India, the moral and legal framework that sustains our democracy. It's our great honor to welcome the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu as a chief guest for this conclave. For the younger generations, his public life offers a powerful lesson in responsible citizenship, where service to the nation is guided by discipline, restraint, and respect for democratic institutions. Sir, on behalf of the entire SRM fraternity, we extend you a warm and gracious welcome for this event. We are privileged to have with us our respected Founder Chancellor, whose vision and has consistently affirmed that education must shape not only professional competence, but civic consciousness and ethical responsibility. The Vendhar Museum stands as a living expression of that vision. As we reflect on the journey of the Republic, we would like to quote Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who reminded that Constituent Assembly, that the Constitution is not mere lawyer's document, it's a vehicle of life, and its spirit is always the spirit of the age. 75 years later, the spirit invites us to renew our commitment to constitutional values in everyday citizenship. This year also marks the 150 years of Vande Mataram, a song that awakened India's collective consciousness long before freedom was achieved. While Vande Mataram united the nation emotionally, the Constitution unified it institutionally, giving enduring form to the aspirations of the people. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, with characteristic clarity, reminded us the Constitution is only a mechanism. The mechanism must be set in motion by men who have the will to make it work. Our founder chancellor's project, the Vendhar Museum Phase 2, with its curated exhibits on the Constitution of India, is conceived precisely in this spirit. As a university, we take immense pride in hosting this historic convergence. Indian Republic at 75, 150 years of Vande Mataram, and the inauguration of the Vendhar Museum devoted to constitutional values. It reflects our commitment to nurturing graduates who combine knowledge with integrity and patriotism with responsibility. A brief report on year-long events is placed before the Honorable Governor and the Chancellor for their reference. I also extend a warm and gracious welcome to our esteemed Pro-Vice Chancellors, Registrar, and distinguished members on the dais and off the dais, my colleagues whose leadership and contribution ensures that our academic mission remains aligned with national aspirations, and my dear students. I also welcome the press and media team. As we inaugurate Vendhar Museum Phase 2 and engage in today's conclave, may this occasion inspire our students to transform patriotic emotion into constitutional action and learning into service to the nation. With these words, I once again extend a warm and gracious welcome to one and all present here. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for that warm note of welcome. I now have the honor of inviting Dr. T.R. Paarivendhar, sir, the Founder Chancellor of SRM IST, to deliver his presidential address.
Honorable Chief Guest of this function, through Ravi ji, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellors, Deans, Directors, and faculty of this university, and also some invitees, if it is there, they are also being greeted, and my friends from media and press. First, let me thank Honorable Ravi ji, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, to choose this venue to celebrate the conclave on Indian Republic 75. We used to celebrate always in a big way in this university whatever related to the Indian nation's importance. We continue to do many functions which will help for the students as well for the staff and for the people around with regard to unity of this country. In fact, I must rather now our governor has become partly a Tamilian. Sir, you have spoken so well in Tamil. I am really astonished how that you were able to learn in a short period of time. We have seen, Tamil Nadu has seen many, many governors of different parties, the different age groups, and they are from different backgrounds. But you are something special, very important. Not that I want to praise you. I am doing this for the reason you saved universities of Tamil Nadu. You helped us to run the university respectfully and safely. Running of a university, where it's a private or government, very, very difficult in Tamil Nadu alone. Why I am raising this? Because this management runs 4 universities in different states like AP, Haryana, Sikkim, and other places also. 35 colleges being run. In all these states, there is no problem at all with the government for the running of the universities there. But here, the government is so happened that even to appoint vice chancellors, I know how the struggle is going on between the government and as well the governor as well president. First I will thank through you, our Honorable President of India, who returned the file which they expected positively, but now it's turned down. People know only if they run the universities. If there's going to be a power, or now that this present government wanted to have the vice chancellor's position and also be appointed by the ruling government. What problem it is, you know, I have seen in the past. Vice chancellor's posts are sold from what rate to what? From 10 to 30 crores. I have seen it in the same state. So you want to curb it, that's why you said, no, the university should be control of the governor and as well President of India. So the great, we are really very happy of that instant. And further, now, I know, because I happen to be one-term parliamentarian in the constituency Perambalur, we do not have basic facilities of schools and colleges. When I visited there in schools, many of the schools, including girls' schools, the students are sitting on the shadow of the tree. Many, many. No benches, no desk, no toilet. More and above, even universities, they called colleges affiliated to Anna University and other universities. This is almost same position. A person calls himself who is the principal of a college, affiliated college. When I went to see him, the principal is sitting in a veranda with a cover. No. All broken benches, chairs. Somehow they managed to give the salary regularly. When I say this regularly, not that all the time, you know, many of the universities now, I mean not the private, government. Salaries are not given in time, government. Months and months they are not paid, struggling. With all that, the government, present government is boasting, yes, this is number one and all. I went for a visit to another college. that is a government aided. Again the same problem. No place for the principal to sit, no staff rooms, staff sitting rooms are not there. So it is so awful. And another college I went to visit there, there is only 60-70% are really employed. Remaining are 4,000 salary per staff, teaching staff. This is the condition of the state. So I am really worried. What we claim ourselves as number one all, it is because of the record purposes. On the other hand, our government is a media material. Our government is media material. You will see everything good and all, and medias are also supporting a lot on them. This is I have seen because it's all saying out of my own experience. So I am so thankful that a governor like you happened to be in Tamil Nadu at this juncture. So, sir, I am thankful for your visit here and also the evolution of our SRM is now in the neighboring building. So kind enough to open the second phase of it and again tell you, we in education in Tamil Nadu go ahead in lot, which is unmentionable. This is my mail. I need not worry about what the party ambitions. I am confident we too have to improve because any state improves, the country improves. Therefore, there is a long way to go. Under your guidance to the government, I think this all will be sorted out. With this, I thank my speech and other people to celebrate this in this conclave in our campus. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir. May I now humbly request our Honorable Founder Chancellor, sir, to felicitate our Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, with a bouquet, shawl, and a memento. Along with the portrait of picture of Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Ravi avargal. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the most awaited moment of the morning. His Excellency Thiru Ravi avargal, the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, is a statesman of immense experience who has served the nation with distinction. A former senior civil servant is known for his unwavering commitment to constitutional values, national unity, and public service. His leadership and vision continue to inspire institutions of higher learning and the youth of the nation to actively participate in the democratic journey of India. I humbly request our Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu to deliver his chief guest address of the day. Please, sir.
Distinguished dignitaries on the dais, Founder, Chancellor, SRM University, Dr. T.R. Paarivendhar, Vice Chancellor Dr. C. Muthamadu Selvan, Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. A. Vinay Kumar, Dr. Nitin M. Nagarkar, Registrar Dr. S. Ponusami, Dean Dr. A. Duraisamy, senior leaders of this great institution, academic leaders, esteemed faculties, guests, and my dear students. Let us first begin with paying ovations to our mother Bharat, India. Let us all say, Vande, Vande Mataram, Vande. Coming to SRM Institute of Science and Technology is a matter of pride for me. It could be for anyone. The way this institution has grown under the visionary and dynamic leadership of Dr. T.R. Paarivendhar, it has made a name for itself, and it has earned a place in the top-ranking institutions of higher education, not only in the country, but even internationally. I am aware of academic excellence of this institution, and the founder chancellor was expressing his concern about this standard of education in school as well as in higher educational institutions. We all share this concern. There was a time when I was a student, we used to hear a lot about our university, University of Madras. It used to be among the top 4 or 5 universities of the country. As students across the country, they dream to come and study in this institution. Unfortunately, over the recent decades, it has lost its glory, and it hardly finds a place in the reckoning. Situation is indeed worrisome. Not only in Madras University, but other universities, especially the state-run university as well. You know, every year, the UGC, and through its National Institution Ranking Framework, it does the ranking of institutions, higher educational institutions in the country. And for the last 4 years, every year, I have had the privilege of felicitating, celebrating the institutions of our state which have figured in top 20 in the country. And of course, SRM does figure. What actually makes anyone sad is, while we have a number of educational institutions, higher educational institutions in our state, which they figure in top 20 in the country. There is hardly anyone, just one or two, maybe agriculture university, and one or two just to live it. They hardly figure. None of the state-run universities figure. It's not that students studying in those institutions are less capable. They are potentially as bright, as sharp as any student. Unfortunately, the academic environment is vitiated. University is supposed to be an institution, autonomous institution. And its pursuit is excellence. Excellence in education, excellence in generating knowledge, excellence in making that knowledge applicable. Well, that aside, we have in our state a number of institutions in the non-state category, those who have been doing brilliantly well. And we are all proud of them, SRM being one among those institutions which have been securing that position and making us proud. This institution, it not only imparts academic knowledge, practical knowledge, and skills, but it also stands out in terms of introducing the students to our cultural and national values. A couple of months ago, I had the privilege of visiting this institution. Of course, I visited even before. But that occasion was celebrating our Tamil heritage of Saiva Siddhanta. Saiva Siddhanta is our identity, bequeathed to us several thousand years ago by our ancestors and carried through generations and generations and generations. Unfortunately, of late, there have been attempts to downplay all these. And in this scenario, when an institution celebrates our heritage, our spiritual and cultural heritage, and tells our young people who we are, and how great our ancestors were, and what great wealth of wisdom they have bequeathed to us, is a matter of pride, and I must thank the Founder Chancellor and the entire team for organizing such events which inculcates national values, cultural values among our youth. Friends, this event is celebrating 75 years of our Republic and 150 years of Vande Mataram. And I'm delighted when I find this auditorium, which is completely filled to the last stage, celebrating this and singing Vande Mataram together. It fills your heart with joy. It tells you who we are and what energy we have. When we talk about 75 years of our republic, this is an occasion to take a stock of how the journey of 75 years had been, and then also setting the goals for the future. What is our destiny? What is our goal? Where Republic should be, let's say, when it completes 100 years. When we look at the 75 years of our journey, we have been a robust democracy. In our neighborhood, we see how countries have been struggling to have a stable governance. They make mockery of democracy. The people, in what situations they live. In the midst of all these, Bharat has been celebrating 75 years of completion of her republic. Not that our journey has been very smooth, no. The journey of the republic has been quite tumultuous. There was a time when there were attempts to crush democracy. When Constitution was suspended, judiciary was gagged, press, its freedom was completely gagged. So much so that some papers started coming with the blank editorials in protest. We cannot forget the period of emergency, the dark days. But it is the strength of our people that those who tried to destroy democracy, destroy constitution, they were rooted out and democracy was restored with full vigor. Today, we are the largest functioning, robustly functioning, stable democracy in the world. This is not a small achievement. It makes all of us feel proud in ourselves and all those who came before us. Friends, this robustness of our democracy, though inherently it is our people, in whose heart democracy is embedded, and we know that we have not learned democracy from anyone else. Democracy has been in our DNA. Democracy has been a way of life of our people in Bharat for several thousand years. And we have its illustrations in the inscriptions and history books. Uttar Meru is not far off, just about an hour drive. You see on the walls of it how democracy, how it used to function. And when we say that Bharat is the mother of democracy, it is for this reason that concept of democracy originated and survived for thousands of years in this very country. And it is because of this that any attempt to destroy or undermine it has been thwarted, have failed. Friends, over last 75 years, our institutions democratic institutions have grown stronger, robust. Our constitutional institutions, we know we have a beautiful constitution. And we are thankful, and we, on all such occasions, we pay our tribute and express our gratitude to the founding fathers and mothers of our Constitution. They gave us a wonderful document to guide us into our future. The wonderful document that created institutions to safeguard democracy. This Constitution created institutions like Election Commission of India. We know that the soul of democracy is a fair and free elections. People must choose their representative freely, fairly, fearlessly. World over, countries across the world, they acknowledge how transparent, how fair, and how competent is the election process and Election Commission of India. Whenever national election happens, scholars, researchers, I'm not talking just media, as researchers, as scholars, and students of democracy from several countries, 40, 50 countries and more, they come to observe our election process and how our election is conducted. They come to learn because they realize that such a vast, such a large country, conducting a free and fair election is not an easy task. The largest other democracy in the world is not even 1/3 of what Bharat is. Imagine over 1 billion electorate. They come and study. Parliaments across the democratic world, they come and learn from our functioning. But there are forces within the country who are bent upon undermining the people's confidence in the constitutional institution of Election Commission of India. This 75 years that we have prospered, we have progressed, democracy has developed deeper roots, democratic institutions have grown robust. It's because of our constitutional institutions like Election Commission of India. But now, in the forward journey, because this is an occasion, when we talk about 75 years, we take a stock of our journey and we also chart our course into the future. For 75 years, this robust institution has made us proud, has made our democracy robust and strong, and enviable to the democratic world. But today, there are forces within the country, often inspired by hostile forces abroad, to undermine the people's confidence in this robust institution. In the last 75 years, we have seen how our institution of judiciary, how fiercely independent India's judiciary is. The world acknowledges the 3 pillars on which the Republic stands: legislature, executive, judiciary. Judiciary, which is the guardian of our Constitution, which interprets the Constitution, which tells us what it means. In 75 years, it has, through its impartiality, through its fierce independence, established a reputation of being the most independent judiciary in the world. Unfortunately, there are forces within the country which are trying to undermine people's popular confidence, people's confidence in the independence of this constitutional institution. When a judgment comes in their favor, it's fine. If it doesn't, then those forces start accusing the judiciary. You must have read in the newspaper and seen on the TV. Honorable Supreme Court of India denied bails to some people, some accused. It granted bail to many others, it didn't grant bail to two. And within JNU, Jawaharlal Nehru University, there were slogans shouted against the unity of our nation and against the institutions which are here to safeguard our unity and integrity. In our own state, when the High Court, a judge passes an order, some people have gone, some petitioners have gone to the court, that on a holy mountain or holy hill, which is one of the 6 sacred seats of most revered Lord Murugan, they should light Kartigai Deepam. Because for some time they were not allowed to lit the light at the top position, Deepatun, which is the lamp where the deep is to be lighted. When the Honorable High Court, Madras High Court, grants this permission, yes, you go, you can lit the light. The state puts all its might to prevent it. Never before in the history of country, in the last 75 years, this country has witnessed a scenario like this. When an order of the High Court, if you are not happy with it, go to the Supreme Court. Go to the Higher Court, there are constitutional avenues available. But no, we will not allow. Imagine, in a land of Murugan, when we all know, we know what this, every Tamil heart, when we say, Vetrivel Murugan ko Arohara, Veervel Murugan ko Arohara, Nyanvel Murugan ko Arohara. Now in this land of Murugan, you are not allowed on imaginary ground. Imaginary is the word which the High Court has set. It's not that. We all know it is imaginary. This systematic erosion, this blatant attempt to undermine a constitutional institution which is the guardian of our constitution, it has never happened in the history of Bharat before. Not only that, there was an attempt to intimidate the judge by moving the impeachment motion. Again, never before it happened in the 75 years history of our country that a judge, a High Court judge, for passing a judgment, politics, perverse politics is played and judge is being intimidated. Not only that judge, it is a lesson of intimidation to the entire institution of judiciary. So, when we look at the 75 years of our journey, we have moved, we have prospered, our democracy has grown robust. And now, hereafter, when we find that there are forces within the country who are undermining those very institutions, like Election Commission of India, our judiciary, which has held this country together, which has held the Constitution's pride, the supreme, they are being systematically challenged, not through fair means, not through constitutional means, but by creating a sense of fear among the people, sense of a wrong perception among the people that these institutions are not credible. The world acknowledges these institutions are the most robust, but there are people, there are forces which say no, they are not. Friends, these forces, they want anarchy. They are not happy with the rise of Bharat. You know, when our journey began, the journey of Republic began, at that point of time, where were we? India was the 6th largest economy in the world. In 18th century, till the end of 18th century and early 19th century, India was the richest country in the world. We accounted for almost 30% of the global GDP. These are all matter of documents, history, documented history, not by us. Even OECD report, world economy, a millennial perspective, any of you go on the internet, just find it out, the report is before you. It was not created by us, it is created by a commission constituted by OECD countries. And they say that for nearly 1800 years, India was the largest economy of the world. 200 years of colonization, we dropped down to 6th position. But until about a decade ago, what happened? By 2014-15, we became the 11th economy. Our democracy was robust, institutions continued, but the people who ran this country, executives of this country, they conducted their affairs in a manner that India became much poorer. From 6th, we dropped to 11th. In the last 10 years, we know where we are. We are already the 4th largest economy in the world. And the world acknowledges we are going to be the 3rd largest within a short while. Imagine, in a spell of 10 years, sought to harm its economy. And there was apprehension around that perhaps it would hurt India's economy. It didn't happen. Despite all these, India's economy is the fastest in the world. It is because our inherent strength. India represents 20% of the whole world, global population. We have inherent, immense capacity. We will continue growing despite all these tariffs and all that others do. Because today, the growth of India, which has grown from the 11th to the 4th and continues growing at the fastest pace, is primarily because the people of India, the youth of India, the women of India, they have begun showing their strength. All these years, initial decades, government was everything. Our growth was just run by the government, run programs and policies. We did not trust the strength of our people. Imagine a country of 140 crores. Now, if you create an environment that this 140 crore people become productive, no force in the world can stop growth of India. And this is what is happening today. Take our own state, Tamil Nadu. How this policy the national policy of harnessing the energy of every common man and woman is showing the result. We know we have a scheme called Mudra loan. Because, fortunately, we have a national leader, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who understands Bharat, the person who understands the pulse of the people of Bharat, who 24/7, whose heart beats for the people of Bharat. He realized that even an illiterate man or woman has enterprise, give them the opportunity. And so, Mudra loan became easily available. You have some idea, you go to the bank, you ask for the loan, collateral free. You don't have to put any security. And today, Tamil Nadu, in fact, leads the country in taking Mudra loan. We have, in fact, more than 3.5 lakhs crore Mudra loan have been taken by our people. Over 3 crores of our people. I have been traveling in the villages, meeting the village women folks. And I feel delighted that the woman who has not much education, who has not gone to college, not even to high school, has availed of this loan, purchased some cows, selling milk. Conditions, life has improved. Some women have got together, bought sewing machines, started stitching garments, supplying to the local markets, fulfilling the demands of the local people, local consumer. Someone has set up a coffee shop. You are unleashing the enterprise in every individual, every Bharatiya. Now, all these transformations which have been happening, it has led to drastic reduction in poverty. By 2014-15, our country had become poorer not only in terms of relative poverty, that we became from the 6th to the 11th, but over 30% of Indians were in absolute poverty. Absolute poverty. You know what it is. Today, the number has gone below 5%. 25 crores people, poor people, have been pulled out of absolute poverty. This magical transformations which have been happening, with the involvement of the people, with the active participation of our people, it is bringing the change. Until about a decade ago, we were nowhere in terms of startups. Today, India is among top 3 startup ecosystem in the world. In terms of intellectual property, till 2015-16, we were nowhere, not in the reckoning at all. Now you go and look at the report of WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization's report, you see the growth of India. How our intellectual property, our youth, young men and women, through their research, through their innovations, creating the patents, creating intellectual property, exponentially rising. All this is transforming and making Bharat rise. Even in the military, in the domain of national security. Until about a decade ago, our country was in a very bad shape. Northeast was in flames. Kashmir was burning. Maoists had practically controlled almost 200 districts in our country. 200 districts. Where they were running their own parallel governments they called Jantana Sarkar. State writs did not run in those areas. In 10 years, where are we? Northeast is peaceful, not only peaceful, it is scripting a new story of growth. We have semiconductor fabrication units there in Northeast. You visit how you see the vibration of growth. Jammu and Kashmir, occasional incident of terrorism that Pakistan does, for which it is penalized, it is punished, not like before, that you do it and we only lament like a widow. No. Operation Sindoor has proved it, that if you try anything misadventurous, you will be punished and punished decisively. The whole world saw that when they did Pahalgam and they killed our innocent people, Operation Sindoor, it took the cost. In the heart, in the belly of Pakistan, we hit and killed over 100 terrorists and neutralized the capacity of Pakistan to retaliate by destroying their strategic airfields. Never before in the world, a war between two nuclear powers has concluded so decisively within a period of 4 days with victory to one. This is New Bharat. Come to this Maoist area. 200 districts they were ruling. Today, where are they? Shrunk less than 10, and they are gasping for the breath. Every day you see how they surrender en masse and how they are being neutralized. People, our tribal brothers and sisters living in those areas who were denied of the benefit of development, they are now enjoying the fruits of development and growth. All this, India is far more peaceful today than ever before. India is far more militarily capable than ever before. India is economically far more prosperous than ever before after independence. This new rise of Bharat, when no decision in the world can be taken, a significant decision can be taken without India being on the table. We know the power of Indian passport today. Many countries are making it arrival on visa, Indian passport, no visa, or visa on arrival. Till about a decade ago, our people had to struggle. Today, when they travel to any country, people look at them with respect. Here is an Indian who has come. This is New India. This New India, which is emerging under the leadership, a nationalist leadership of Narendra Modi, it is the hope of the world. The world looks at India with expectation today. Unlike rise of other countries in the past, to which the people many countries looked with apprehension. When India rises, the world looks at with expectation. And we have proved that expectation. Because India is not in the power game of rivalry. India is not for hegemony. That yes, we must rule the world. No. We treat the world as our family. Vasudhaiva kutumbakam, yado more yavarum kheler. This is our identity. This is who we are. This is what defines us. And so when India rises, the world welcomes it. Much of the world welcomes it. Imagine a few years ago, 2 years ago, when India hosted presidency of G20, In true spirit of Yadu Mure Yavrum Kelir, India insisted the African Union must be a part of it. You cannot decide the fate of others without they being part of it, part of the decision making, simply because they are poor, simply because they are behind. No, this is not. We have shown that to the whole world. How during COVID, when the rich and advanced countries, when they discovered, when they invented the vaccines, they looked at it as an opportunity to make money. When India got it, it shared the vaccine with more than 150 countries of the world, free of cost. This is Bharat. This is new Bharat. But some people are not happy with it. And there are people who are putting questions, they are spreading rumors, falsehood, to undermine people's confidence in our institutions, like Election Commission of India, like our judiciary. There are people in our country, very surprising and shocking. There are people who feel shy of singing Vande Mataram. Vande Mataram. Bharat as a mother. How could anyone feel or have any kind of reservation? Friends, and my dear young friends, you must invest some time in understanding what is Bharat. Bharat was not born in 1947. Bharat was not born 75 years ago. What came 75 years ago was a republic of Bharat. Bharat has been there for several thousand years, at least 5,000 years. Bharat has been not the result of any military power or any ruler. Bharat has been a civilizational and cultural continuum. How Bharat came is there in our Vedas. And it tells the geographic expanse of Bharat as well. People, various people, having their various languages, various customs, cuisines, various regions, yet united as one family. When here we say Om Namah Shivaya, when we say Tennatude Sivane Potri, Ennatude Araiva Potri, people in Kashi and all over the country rejoice at it. We know how from Kanyakumari to Kedarnath, how to Kutch to Kamrup, Lord Shiva is worshipped. It is this that unites. And if someone tries to deny this, I don't think people are going to accept it. What has made this Bharat is not a force, a military force. It is a civilizational force of Yadamure Yaurum Kelir. It is a civilizational force, the divine is in every wing. There is no place for pagan and kafir in Bharat or Bharatiya fundamental values. There is no concept of other. Here, diversity is a variation, is not a difference. What the people did, the vested interest people and perverse politics did, they started turning diversity into differences. This turning of diversity into differences, it is against the fundamental values of Bharat. And it is not in the interest of Bharat. Bharat has emerged out of a potent philosophy, an outlook to life and environment that we are all members of one family. You may have your way of worship. You may have your way of expressing your faith. You may have your languages. Perfect. We are all proud of it. Bharat is proud of its linguistic diversity. Bharat is proud of its overall diversity. And when Mahakavi Subramanya Bharati said, beautifully said about it, Seppu Modi Padanetudiyar and Il Chintana Yondrudiyar. We speak various languages, but heartbeat is one. This heartbeat is when you find people, Rameshwaram, people in Tamil Nadu and people in Kashi, people in Kanchi, people in Kamrup, Kutch, all resonating to the same. This unity has made this Bharat. If anyone questions this unity, that person is to be viewed with suspicion, and one has to be careful about such people. When someone feels shy or says, protest that no, there is no Bande Mataram, I will not sing Bande Mataram. I often ask, and there are scholars sitting here, I ask you also a question. In 1905, when the British tried to divide Bengal on communal line, tried to create a Muslim Bengal, revolt happened all over Bharat. In this land, Tamil land, our great V.O. Chidambaram Pillai came out, renounced his everything and fought against this. All over the country. There was no organized national freedom movement at the time. But when, far away in Bengal, when British partitioned Bengal on communal line, the whole country revolted. V.O. Chidambaram Pillai and others led the Swadeshi movement. Boycott Swadeshi. Boycott British, adopt Swadeshi. And Chidambaram Pillai, V.O. Chidambaram Pillai, he said on Marina Beach in April 1907, his speech, I urge you to dig out. He said, Swadeshi is Rambana. Rambana. I know what Rambana is. Rambana is perfect remedy for any problem. Any enemy, you destroy with Rambana. No enemy can escape Rambana. So V.O. Chidambaram Pillai said, Swadeshi is Rambana. Now, and this revolt all over the country forced the British, some years later, to undo this partition, brought the Bengal together. But 40 years later, the whole country was vivisected, partitioned, divided. Pakistan was created. Millions of people perished, killed, displaced, and the whole country kept watching. What happened in 40 years? When there was no organized national freedom movement, the whole country was united. If anything wrong happened in any part of the country, the whole country revolted. But 40 years down the line, whole country was vivisected and we kept watching. If you are looking for an answer, the answer is here, Vande Mataram. When Vande Mataram was vivisected, was broken into pieces and was neglected. The core spirit, a spirit that united this Bharat, this made this Bharat, that was vivisected, that was cut into pieces. This tells you to what extent assault on our unity happened, that we became so apprehensive that we had to, our people, they started saying, no, Vande Mataram, we cut it. The whole national freedom came on Vande Mataram. The kind of spirit, the kind of energy that infuses in the people. And it is this energy that is bringing the change today. Our youth who are bringing all these changes, innovations, researches, our women who are coming out and taking the leadership, this is coming because today we have a renewed sense of self-confidence. renewed sense of selfhood, self-confidence, who we are, and we can do it. If Bharat was the largest economy in the world under 200 years ago, there is no reason why Bharat cannot be the leading economy in the world now, by the time it completes 100 years of its republic. This confidence is our driving force. This confidence is our hope. Unfortunately, there are some vested interests who are trying to undermine this confidence. They will not succeed. But I urge our young friends to be conscious of it, to be aware of them, to be cautious of such elements. It is your country. It is your future. When we talk about Viksit Bharat 2047, it is you who will be at the helm of affairs. It is your dreams which will take you to that position. So I urge you all, every student, every young student here and beyond this hall, each one of you is a national asset. Don't think yourself as an individual. You grow in life. You grow to your optimum potential. Don't dream small. Your dream must be large. And work hard to fulfill the dream. Today is the time when you can fulfill the dream. Iduve neram, Sharyana neram, Bharatatin Punnana neram. This is the golden time of Bharat. You can achieve it. And when you grow to your full potential, nation will grow automatically. You don't have to do anything else. In this growth, take care of your health. Fitness is very important. In young age, sometimes we tend to be casual. Please don't do that. Don't be casual. Take care of your health. Fit India is hit India. And sure, each one of you, as I said, each one of you is a national asset. Keep yourself fit. Keep yourself confident. And for fitness, sports, games, or exercises, do it as a part of your routine, your life. You have to be optimally productive. And you can be so only when you are physically fit. So your resolve should be for the next 25 years to build the country of your dream, to restore the glory of Bharat. You have to be fit, physically fit. And your dreams have to be large, not small, because you will never grow larger than your dream. Have a big dream and work hard with perseverance, and you will achieve it. You will make Bharat what her destiny is. Her destiny is to rise to the top, to lead the world towards peace, lead the world to a sustainable, equitable, and sustainable future. This is our responsibility. And this responsibility, we all have to fulfill it, and you, the young people, have to fulfill it. I wish you all the very best in your next 25 years of your journey and beyond. Thank you very much. Jai Bharat Mata.
Thank you so much, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, for your inspiring and insightful address, which not only highlighted our nation's present remarkable growth, but also highlighted on each and every one of our responsibility as committed and conscious citizens. Gratitude is the memory of the heart, and now may I invite Dr. Nitin M. Naharkar, the Pro Vice Chancellor of Medical and Health Science of SRM Institute of Science and Technology, to deliver the oath of thanks.
His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, the chief guest of today's function, our esteemed Founder Chancellor, Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Pro VC SPL, Registrar, Sir, Dean FSH, and also all our deans, directors, faculty members, students, ladies and gentlemen. On this solemn and momentous occasion of the conclave on Indian Republic at 75, it is both a privilege and an honor for me to propose the vote of thanks. At the outset, on behalf of the management, administration, faculty and students of SRM-IST, I express my profound gratitude to each one of you for gracing this program and making it truly meaningful and memorable. We are deeply honored by the august presence of the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Thiru R. Ravi sir. Your gracious presence as the chief guest has greatly elevated the stature of this program today and inspired us all. We are sincerely thankful for your guidance, encouragement, and constant support to education, youth empowerment, and nation building. I extend my respectful thanks to our esteemed Founder Chancellor Sir for presiding over the function. Your visionary leadership and unwavering commitment continue to guide SRM towards excellence in academics, research, and societal service. My heartfelt gratitude to our respected Pro-Chancellors, whose constant encouragement, strategic direction, and support have been instrumental in shaping this institution into a center of distinction at the national and global level. I sincerely thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir for his inspiring leadership, academic foresight, and steadfast support in nurturing a culture of excellence and innovation across the institution. I would also like to place on record our appreciation to all the distinguished dignitaries and guests whose valuable presence and insightful contributions have enriched this program and made it intellectually stimulating. My sincere thanks to the organizing committee, faculty members, staff, and student volunteers, including the students who wonderfully sang the anthem as well as Vande Mataram, and whose meticulous planning, dedication, and teamwork ensured the smooth and successful conduct of this event here today. My special thanks to the members of the media, communication team, and all the support staff here. And finally, I thank the entire audience for the enthusiastic participation and presence, which truly meets the purpose of any academic and institutional program. As we commemorate Indian Republic at 75, we renew our collective pledge to uphold the Constitution of India, to safeguard its values, and contribute selflessly to the progress and unity of our nation. Once again, I express my heartfelt gratitude to all who have contributed directly and indirectly to the success of this program. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. We have come to the conclusion of the event. A gentle announcement. After the national anthem is being sung, I request the audience to be seated. And now I humbly request every one of you to be on your feet for the national anthem.
Jana Mana Adinayak Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Banga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchchala Jaladi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jahe Tava Shubha Ashish Mange Gahe Tava Jaya Gata Jana Gana Mangala Dayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Jaya